In this video, we will look at the Trends application in the PME web client and how we can use it to monitor our system. Before creating a new trend, make sure that all your metering devices are added by using Management Console or Device Manager in your Power Monitoring Expert system. We will see how to create and configure trends. Go to PME web application and log in by using your credentials. Click on Trend. When we create a new PME project deployment, the Trends library will be empty by default. We will have to create our own trend configurations. Add a new trend. First, let's give our trend a name. I'll call it Incomer. Next, we need to select the data source and measurements. I will select my utility main meter. And for measurements, I will go into the current folder and select current average. Notice that I can filter the measurements by utility type and by function. I can also filter for measurements that have historical data. I can directly search for the measurement. In the bottom, I have the option for changing the color. I can also change the width of the data series. Change the data series value decimals and left or right axis for the data series. For the data source, we have the option of selecting the meter or real-time measurements, the database for historical data, or a combination of both. I will select both. Click OK. Click on Save. Now that our trend is created, we can see the real-time data populating the trend. New data points seem to be coming in every 5 seconds. We can change this by going back into the configuration. Under Data, I will change the update interval from the device to 3 seconds. Notice now the real-time data updates every 3 seconds. Now let's go back into the configuration and add another data series under General. I'll click Add, and this time I'll select the same meter but average line voltage as my measurement. Notice that slowly the voltage measurements will start to populate the trend. Since one measurement is voltage, one is current, I can separate the two. One on the left axis, one on the right for voltage. I'll give it the left axis. Much better. If we go back into the axis configuration, we can add some features to the left and right axis. I'll give them a title, current and voltage, and configure the limits and thresholds appropriate to my trend 190, 180, 187, 184. Under Chart Configuration, we also have some options. In addition to displaying the name and value of the data series, we can also select the difference and the difference percentage. This will give us the difference of the latest value with the previous value in absolute and percentage terms. We can see the difference and difference percentage in the legend. Finally, let's go back to the data configuration. Under the interval update, we have max data points per series settings. By default, it is 40,000. This means that the trend will hold 40,000 data points per data series. It can be expanded higher, but note that all of the data points will be held in the web client and may pose a burden for the web client performance. Let's try a small number to see what happens when the trend fills up. I will change my viewing period to 10 minutes. Notice that both of my data series are approximately 6 minutes long. When the trend acquires a new data point, it also discards an old data point. This is due to the maximum number of data points per series. This brings us to the end of the trend configuration video. Thank you.